What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're at one of our favorite venues. This is the Merrimon Wynne House, which is the closest venue to the Bun DJ Company headquarters, maybe a 5-minute drive. A little bit different today. And I know y'all are gonna be like, oh, we do that all the time. A Thursday wedding. I don't know that I've ever done a Thursday wedding. I do Fridays, I do Saturdays, and I do Sundays. Thursday, definitely something new for me, but it is a gorgeous, absolutely stunner of a day. October 2nd, I believe it is. 75, 78 degrees, light breeze. It is absolutely gorgeous here. They got the outdoor ceremony set up. We're going to be doing the audio for that. And then, of course, all of the dinner and dancing is going to be inside this room. So stick around. It's going to be a great wedding today. Let's talk about the gear. So, of course, as always, the DJ booth is going to be the Bun Gear Command Center. Then we have the EV Evolve 50s today. This place is way too boomy for the 90s, and they have people that basically live right behind this building, so that's way too much speaker for the room. Now, pro tip, this, as you can see, has a concrete floor. Not sure why they even need an actual dance floor here, but they have a concrete floor, and these speakers will skate all over the floor if you do not put down something underneath them to keep that from happening. So what I did is I took a yoga mat and cut it up into small squares, and we put those under the base of the Everse. So if nothing else from this video, there's a pro tip for you. Cut up a yoga mat and put it underneath your speakers, and then they won't be moving all over the floor all night. Now, lighting wise, we did something completely different as well. Now we have two sets of the vertical stands now. We've got the Pro X Polaris stands, and now just came in today, right before we left to do this wedding, the gravity stands. I'll be doing a comparison video very soon on these and trying to decide which ones I like the best, but there's definitely some differences between them, from pole length to the attachment on the top. I'll get into that in a separate video. But as you can see on the ends, we've got the both lighting movers, and then on the middle, we've got the new both lighting spider washes that are gonna just completely blow this room out because it is super white in here, right? And then on each of the poles, we basically rigged up with some zip ties the both lighting 360 tube. So super excited about that. We are also using the Sound Switch Diamond 4.0 from both lighting. So we're gonna try that out tonight. So a little bit of new gear, definitely a new setup. We've got the booth and everything pushed all the way up here. And then we have a big space behind us. So we took all the lights and put those against the wall. And since they're all battery powered, the only cable we have running back there is, of course, the main power to the DJ booth. So pretty excited about the setup. I think it's gonna look awesome. We'll definitely get some shots of that in a little bit later. For now, we got some last minute prep work to do, go over the schedule, go over the names again, and get ready for this ceremony that's happening in about 45 minutes. Here we go. All right, folks, so the ceremony's done. Really good audio today. We had a lavalier mic on the officiant. She did an awesome job. We had a lavalier mic on the groom. And then, of course, they read custom vows to each other. So we had a nice little balance of the bride coming through, not only the officiant's mic, but the groom's mic as well. That's probably always the hardest configuration for ceremony sound, but we made it work today. Now everybody's moved into the old house here on the property, and they just usually run a playlist on the speakers that are in the ceiling there. So we don't really have anything to do. We're just doing final prep on the lights, going through everybody's names, making sure we got all the first dances, special dances lined up, because they're going to be dancing with not only their parents, but they had their 2 kids. The couple already has 2 young kids, so they're dancing with them as well. Then do a welcome, and then we're on to dinner, which we got Rocky Top Catering here tonight. They do an awesome job. So they're just doing food stations. So that should move pretty quick, and then we should get to dancing pretty fast, honestly. So about 130 guests here tonight. Everything's going smoothly. Again, the sun's going down now. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous night. Only thing I will say about doing a Thursday wedding, especially here, we're in the middle of downtown Raleigh, literally a block from the governor's mansion, right in the middle of the capital city here in North Carolina. And during the ceremony, right there at 5 o'clock, it was pretty loud with the street traffic that you can see right here behind me. A lot of traffic. Now it's 6, and you can see, or hear probably, that it's calmed down considerably. So I probably would have pushed the ceremony out a little bit longer to avoid all the traffic coming down Blunt Street, but hey, it's not my wedding, right? So we're moving on to the next part. We got about 30-minute little gap here. We'll go check on things inside, maybe shoot a little B-roll for y'all, and then get ready because the intros are coming. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Merrimon Wynne House tonight. We are here to celebrate, and we are about to bring in this beautiful couple. And when they come through those doors on the far end of the room, can you all make a bunch of noise for me tonight? I said, can you all make a bunch of noise for me tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, everybody on your feet, please. Everybody up, everybody up. It is my pleasure to introduce your bride and groom. Everybody give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Scarlett. Make some noise, let's go. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I don't want anybody to miss this. So you gotta sit down and direct your attention right here to the center of the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is their very first dance as husband and wife. Okay, so here we are, we're moving along. Everybody's in there having dinner. They had food stations tonight outside. She just finished up the live painting, but these folks over here are actually doing something super cool. These watercolor portraits of the guests that are here tonight, so we're gonna get a shot of that. But in the meantime, like I said, everybody is inside eating. Evening is moving along perfectly. It is gorgeous out here. The only thing I'm really worried about tonight is, are people gonna come out here and like they've got cornhole and they got the fire pit and they got furniture and there's a bar out here. It ain't my wedding, but I'm telling you, I would never put a bar outside of where the dancing is gonna be, but it ain't my wedding. So maybe they wanted it, maybe they care more about people being out here. I'm worried that, you know, the crowd is gonna be out here. I'm also concerned that it's Thursday. Are they gonna stay till 10:30? I don't know. We're gonna see where the night goes. I know I'm gonna get these people dancing. Got a good energy in the room, but I'm gonna let them eat, knock out these toasts, and then boom, we're gonna get some dancing. You'll see. This right here is what happens when you put a bar outside. It's 70 degrees. You put cornhole out there, and the bride and groom are out here. And it's a Thursday. This is what you get. It started out good, and they're doing a fake exit on top of all that. Okay guys, another show in the books. As you saw, we got them dancing, but as you also saw, there were a lot of distractions. And when you have a night like tonight, in the fall, with a fire pit and and games and a bar and a bride and groom that really weren't on the dance floor, there are going to be times when you are basically playing to 4 people. Luckily for us, and on top of that, they did have a fake exit, which I haven't seen in forever. And I haven't done a Thursday night wedding possibly ever. So a lot of stuff working against us tonight. I will say this, started off strong, had a weird part in the middle, came back to life, ended kind of weird. But I think it's just, again, all those things kind of working against us. I did the best I could. Gear sounded great. Lights looked awesome, as you could see. That just kind of had a lot of peaks and valleys. And, you know, win some, lose some. I mean, listen, they had a great time. They seemed happy. I didn't really talk to them at the end. They just kind of dipped. They had a sparkler exit, another sparkler exit. But all in all, I think the guests had a good time, and I think the couple had a good time, and that's all that, you know, I can really do. I played my ass off. I didn't phone it in, never do. So anyway, I got a couple of days off, and then doing a quick little thing Saturday for one of the spin instructors at the studio that my girlfriend owns, and she's leaving, moving to New York, so gonna do a live set for the class, the spin class, and then play a little kind of lunchtime brunch party right after that at the studio. But don't have a wedding, which is shocking for an October Saturday. So I think my son's coming home from college, so I'll get to see him a little bit, and then gonna go down to Charleston for a couple of days, take a little break, and then come back, and we will hit it hard after that. It'll go the 11th, 18th, 25th, all through November, all through the holiday parties, even New Year's Eve. So anyway, got a little bit of time off, but it's going to go fast and furious. We'll try and shoot all these shows. I might even self-shoot the thing on Saturday at the spin studio, just so you can see something totally different, and maybe even walk you through prepping that tomorrow. So as always, thank you so much for watching these. I hope you get something out of them. I hope there's a little tidbit in every single one. Give the video a thumbs up. And please leave a comment, because I always personally respond to those. I would love to hear what you guys think about these off-day weddings and what you would have done the same or differently, or any tips you guys have. And then, of course, please subscribe to the channel. We need more subscribers. Thanks again, everybody. See you.